Councilwoman Janet Keough comes to us from La Palma, where she was elected to the City Council in 2022, right? And I know that a number of us, first among equals Larry Caballero, were instrumental in bringing Janet into a seat that was held by a Republican and having her keep it as she has done for almost 4 years. Additionally to being a person who serves the city of La Palma, just to our southeast, as a Democrat, and additionally to her being a member active in supporting this club in many ways. And I'd just be remiss if I didn't mention, Janet has supported a lot of things that we do. Janet is a distinguished member of the real estate industry. She is I have it on the phone. I wrote down the federal political coordinator to the National Association of Realtors, who represents in that role Congressman Derek Tran of the 45th District. Additionally, Janet, who we all know, is a practicing realtor herself and a candidate for office. I asked Janet to come to the first meeting of the year to talk to us a little bit about real estate, about homes, about renting, about owning, what's going on in the legislative landscape, what might change this year. So we're going to have a quick presentation from Janet, and then I'm going to take this mic and I'm going to do some political activity. Let's give a big round of applause to Janet Keough.
Wow, what an introduction. Good evening, Dems. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. Again, my name is Janet Keough Conklin, and I am a city council member, and it is a pleasure to be here. I cannot believe how it has grown for over 2 years, exponentially. First of all, I want to say congratulations on forming the new club, because you know why I'm so excited? It includes OC, and I live in OC. Even though it's like the former California Democratic Party, now I feel like I truly belong and represent. So thank you for changing that and including Orange County as the new name. I want to thank Danny and also Larry, Karen, Norma, and where's Catherine?
Oh, I'm back.
If I'm missing anybody else for forming this, thank you so much. And Chris, thank you for doing this. Our community really appreciate you all, and I'm so excited to kick off 2026 as your guest speaker, because I'm just a big supporter, and I'm a supporter of member Derek Tran when he was just running against 9 people, as well as Cyprus current mayor Leo Medrano. He's not here, he's probably always late. Anyhow, I just wanted to say hello to Fiona Ma. Thank you for your endorsement. Thank you for being here. Frank and Mark and Ada. Good luck to you guys. I know that, and Tatiana, I know it's going to be a tough race, and I support both of you. It's wrong to say, but you're both my friends, and I wish you the best of luck, because there's a really hard choice to make between 2 amazing people, and I wish you the best of luck, and may the best person prevail, but I can't make the decision. I love you both. So without further ado, I am running for OC Assessor. Why this is important is this is a pivotal role in taking over a red MAGA Republican seat, right? We need to take this, because just like the sheriff, it's countywide. It's not just one area. I will overlay everybody, and I will be the first woman Democrat AAPI leader to take that position. So please, thank you so much. I need that support. If you don't live in Orange County, please donate or tell people to support me, because this is grassroots. And us Dem, we need to take back the democratic values of decency, right? Rule of law, of humanity. So if I can do what I can within this office, you bet you, I'm going to help support more Dems in the office like I do now. And so let me just put out oh, that's not my QR code, but my team has our QR code. Please feel free to donate when you can. But let me just move on, because I only have 10 minutes.
Next slide.
Next slide.
Next slide, please. Yeah.
So basically, my role is I have several roles, right? I've been doing real estate since 2001, and I just recently renewed my broker's license. I woke up at 3 o'clock, worked until 6 o'clock, and took my broker's exam, and I think that got me really sick. So I'm also a federal political coordinator. What that means is I go to DC. There's 1.5 million realtors. NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, only picked 1 out of 1.5 million to represent member of Congress. So because I supported Derek Trent and Michelle still lost, they knew we were friends. They needed a representative who has a close relationship. Thank you. And so what that means to you all is I get to go to Congress and advocate for homeowners and home buyers. And it'll be in the slide. So I want to touch on the markets locally as well, locally as well as state and as well as national. So to share with you the perspective. And I'm glad that Fiona Ma is here because she's really good at numbers. So this is a source extracted by, our economists in California. So it's not my source, so I want to make sure that when you yell at me for wrong numbers, is our California economists. So when you're looking at this slide right here, and you're looking at single-family home, RHSFH, right, resale, the change, median price, percentage of change, housing affordability index, and 30-year, mortgage loan, right? So when you look at, we'll just go back to 2025, okay? So when you're looking at that, it's 269 that is sold, okay? And then now in 2026 is projected to 274 already, okay? So when we're looking at percentage of change, it went up by 1%. And I can explain why. It's because of the mortgage rate, right? So when you're looking at the median price, this kind of makes sense. In Derek Tran's area in South Orange County, the average home sales price is $900,900. I can't tell you, Dave Mintz is much higher. So that is sad right there. Now, when you're looking at the changes, it went up by 3.6%. Housing affordability, 18%. And then the interest is at 6%. That's why you're seeing an uptick in home sales because people can afford it a little bit now. Next slide, please. So the economic impact of typical home sales, this is just talking about realtors and how money are circulated. So what they do is they look at the new home construction, okay, 148,000, which is like, if you can see it, 53% the impact. You're looking at the how multiplied housing related expenditures related to home purchases, and income generated from real estate industries too. This is just a typical slide where it's 274,900 within California. Next slide, please. I'm trying to get through 10 minutes and then maybe slow down. It might be easy. Now, I wanted to demonstrate right here in Orange County. You could see the percentage of numbers in terms of housing right here. And then I just went into Irvine, so you see the increase at 97%. So right here is 719,000. So it's really hard to see. Okay, let's go to the next one because I'm trying to speed through. So we're looking at Orange County right here, where you can see the. So hard to see it. Right? My own slide part better.
Right here.
Yep. There it is. Now, when you're looking at LA County, you're looking at existing single-family homes existing sales at 3,128. It dropped by negative 11.2%. Okay, and then you're looking at existing single-family home median price at 900,000. Holy cow! Active listing is 7,542. Market competition is the average is 33 days. Back then, when the interest rate was low, I would tell you my house would sell in 2 days. So you can tell that it's pretty rough right now. So active listing is 33.4%. Next, please. Now, this is a good slide for you to see nationally, all right? So when you look at California, residential permits, 559,596. Now, when you're looking at population, $39,431,263. I know you can read, but in May 2025, the average sale price is $900,000. That's so scary. Crazy, isn't it? That's why when I was interviewing for the DPOC endorsement, they're like, tell me about Proposition 19. I said, I really understand that, and I really feel like that's really necessary for people to be able to afford homes. Anyway, when we're looking at this is staggering, right? When you're looking at vacancy, and you're looking at 2024 and the differences, right? Overcrowding, and then we're looking at renter burden, right? We're looking like, wow, we are 49%, and when you're looking in California, right, it's 46%. So food stamps. So when you're looking at this, it really tells you a lot, right? When you're looking at California compared to the rest of the country. I feel like I'm doing the news weather, like, here you go. Am I in green and this? Just kidding. All right. So, of all the slides, I think this is staggering. Next. Now, when we're looking at the U.S. economic outlook, right? And we're looking at U.S. GDP, a non-farm job growth, unemployment, CPI, so the consumer price index, it shows that, are we spending, right? When we spend, it shows that we have confidence in the economy. Basically, that's what it means. Real disposable income, not lately. So when you look at 2024 compared to 2025, it went down, okay? So then we look at unemployment, it went up in 2025. And then when you look at CPI, it went down. Because for me, I don't have confidence because of tariff, right? Because of the immigration tactics that's caused by the current administration. So, all the ICE rates. And then also, disposable income is 2.5%. Next. Here are some reasons why there is an impact on home sales. Right? And for instance, in LA wildfires really had a significant impact on people. The new administration, like I just said, with the raids, with tariff, and businesses closing down, so our consumer price index is going down too. So the impact's there. Trade war, stock market, negative GDP, Fed interest rates, persistent inflation. AI and ChatGPT does put people out of jobs, you guys. Price gouging laws, that has a lot of impact from the fire, right? So a lot of the burden is happening where a lot of people are out of their homes. And then so Governor Newsom did something where he told the insurance company to pay for the fire insurance, as well as you cannot price gouge. There was a limit. So I was very proud to be on that call with the California Realtors Association to say, and Jeff Prang also, LA County, to his credit, he did a tremendous job. So I will use his system as a benchmark. So second home market remains elevated, meaning that people are buying homes in another area. Keep going. Sellers housing tenure is at an all-time high. Low rate on current mortgages, low property tax, capital gains hit. Where can I afford to go? Are we remodeling or are we going to stay? So, investors are moderate and remains elevated. Next. First-time buyers, lowest level in 6 years. No duh, because we can't afford it, or it's because of the interest rate, right? Next. So this is just a calendar. Like I told you, I'm a federal political coordinator. So if you all want to know when you want to visit Member Derek Tran at his office in DC, I do have the calendar. He is here on the weekends sometimes. He's up in DC, so you have to go through the scheduler or me. I will tell you the system. Next. Okay, so here are key dates in terms of what we all need to know legislatively, okay? So in January 30th, government funding. January 31st, Texas special election. March 3rd, 10th. So this is just telling April, Fair Housing Month, y'all. Or am I texting now? Okay, so those are the agenda that's coming up on the pipeline for the federal, okay? So this is really cool. I love this slide because this tells us who are the powerhouse up there. We met Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffrey. I was very proud to meet him. And so this is telling me who the Minority Whip is, the caucus chair, the Speaker, Mike Johnson, Majority Leader, and Majority Whip. So this is how it's broken up in Congress. Next. Oh, also, this is also what the National Association of Realtors Advocacy Group, letting you know we're the second biggest advocacy group next to the pharmacy group, okay, healthcare. So these are coming up down the pipeline, and they're bipartisan, okay? So I just want to let you know that if you wanted to get more information on real estate and anything national, local, please let me know because I will help you advocate. And the biggest bill that we're working on is this. We're helping to raise the tax exemption. We're advocating to raise the tax exemption from $500,000 to $1 million and from $250,000 to $500,000 as a tax exemption for homeowners. So I want you guys to know that's coming up in the pipeline as the NAR FPC representative for Derek Trabb. So hit me up if you have any questions. My name is Janet Conklin. It's a pleasure to address you all and be the first keynote speaker for you all. Thank you. Happy New Year.
So I appreciate that warm round of applause for Councilmember Keogh. We are excited, I think, to get experts who come into our community and talk to us about the things that matter to a lot of people here, whether that is home ownership, whether that is renters' rights, whether that is the ability to afford to live in our community, which I think is bridging a lot of different things that are going on in our neck of the woods. So I've appreciated this presentation. Before I move on, there is something that I made a mistake about, so it's my first mistake of the year, and I'm going to fix it right now. When I said that I was acknowledging school board members, I did not acknowledge the Bellflower Unified School Board member in our midst, which is board member Renita Armstrong. Could you please wave? Thanks for being here, board member. I also want to clarify that beginning this year, Tatiana Yoki-Yamabui is the vice president of the ABC Unified School Board. Okay, so now is the part where I'm hoping to get you and I to do something together, but it's pretty straightforward. As Catherine mentioned, this club and the institution of democratic power that we've been building here for many, many years before my birth has had a long history of supporting especially strong, I think, candidates who know that they are going to break barriers when they run an elected office. And the presentation that we just got was informative, but I'm circling back to the fact that Janet, Councilmember from La Palma, is running what looks to be a competitive race, and many of us have heard about it. She's running for Orange County Assessor. So, the executive board of the Los Cerritos Democratic Club of LA and OC is working hard and appreciating your patience as we get our club together and move us forward. For January, we felt that it was appropriate and befitting that we entertain the notion with you all of endorsing Janet in her race to be the OC Assessor. We hope the first woman in this role and the only Democrat in this race, if I understand correctly. So, the board reviewed Janet's support for this organization and what she hopes to bring to this position. We found Janet to be a friend, but we leave it to the membership. If there is a motion to endorse Janet Conklin for the office of OC Assessor, we'll put it to a vote. I see the motion, and I see other enthusiasm in the room. The board was also bringing this forward, so we're going to take this by acclamation if we can. And I appreciate everybody sticking with me. Y'all know I'm learning every time I do this. All in favor of the Los Cerritos Democratic Club? I'm sorry. Who seconded?
Me, sure.
Councilmember, okay. I got a second from Councilmember Polino that we can, and the Councilmember from Dan as well. So put that. Thank you, Mary Ann. And I want to name that this is an unusual time in the history of this club and a transition moment. But the board at least felt comfortable with this being the first endorsement that we convey. So if you are in favor of endorsing Janet Keough Conklin, the Office of OC Assessor, can I please see a show of hands? I see hands, I see hands. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Whitman is 18, 19, 20, 21. The Duvalli's in the back. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I'm 34, 35, 36. Let the record reflect 36 votes in favor. If anyone would like to register opposition, go ahead and raise your hand. Going once, going twice. Done. Abstentions don't count in this process. So we have decided for our first endorsement of the year to endorse Janet, our friend. Let's give her a round of applause. I want to thank you all for being with me in this process. This is going to be a learning year, but we're going to fight like hell to get the Democrats elected up and down the ballot, because that's what we're here for. One more round of applause. Thank you to Janet.